What's going on, guys? Jeff coming back at ya. So in the last video, I told you guys about how I thought maybe there were some bent valves in this head on my Honda Accord. I was right. Two of the intake valves on the number 3 cylinder both got bent. So you can see right there how they're not closing like this. Now, would you believe it or not, that one was as bent as that one. See how it's not closing all the way? And you're like, what? Did you go to the scrapyard and get another valve? I know you didn't buy one because it looks like hell, but no, I didn't. I torched it straight. And yes, you can do this. I've read a lot of places and stuff like that. It's possible. So all I did was I pushed the valve up like that. I heated the valve up basically till it was glowing orange. I won't be able to do it on the camera right now, but I heated it up till it was glowing orange right there. Oh, that torch never wants to stay up. And then I would hammer it down with the hammer on the side that was facing up, because they always get bent sort of. You can see the back side, this side is more down, this side's more up, right? So I would hammer down there, let it slowly cool. I'd bring it back up, I'd heat it again, and I would just keep working it around until, oh, frick. Until it was good enough that it was flat on most sides. And you got to keep doing it, because you know it may seat better on like that side than this side, so you got to keep going around and around, heating it up, smacking it, heating it up, smacking it, heating it up and smacking it. Okay, now I know what you guys are thinking, you know, oh, you heated it up, you took out the strength from the metal and stuff like that. At work and stuff, I deal with a lot of metal for overhead lifting. I've took a lot of courses and stuff, and if you heat it up and you slowly cool it, you're going to retain a lot of the ductility to the metal, a lot of the stretch and the yield characteristics to it. When you heat it up and quench it quickly, that's how you build hardened strength. These valves are already hardened. I was trying not to take that away, so I'm just heating them up and I'm letting them cool naturally, because the more you heat and quench, you gain face hardness, but it becomes brittle. And in a valve that's seeing constant rotation, I don't want it to become brittle, so I think this is the best case. But in the end, it's just a Honda Civic and stuff like that. I think these valves are going to be fine. Now that being said, the faces are hell. Okay, so after I get this one straight, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop all of these out, and I'm going to go home and I'm going to get my lapping tool and compound, and I'm going to go ahead and lap all these valves, clean up all the bowls and stuff. And while I'm here too, an old school hot rod trick, even though this is a Honda, is so I will lap the face here. Okay, that's sort of that shiny spot you see. But this secondary line under here, okay, that ridge, if you smooth out that ridge, you smooth out airflow throughout the head, especially on the intake valves. It's an old hot rodding trick. You can actually learn it on Uncle Tony's garage and stuff like that. So yeah, you know what, while they're out here and stuff like that, I'm going to chuck them in the bench drill and stuff, and just file that smooth and stuff. I'm going to clean these up. This one still looks a little cockeyed, but compared to how it sat, and honestly these two were identical, you can see the difference. You see how that stem moves. This one stays nice and straight. So another quick tech tip for you guys there, eh? A cheap budget solution for a very expensive problem. you know what? You send out a cylinder head to get it all read and all redone. You're looking at an easy $1,000 to $1,200 depending on make, model, and the shop and stuff. If I had $1,200, I'd probably just buy a different car. So doing this the cheap solution and stuff like that. So there we go, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll keep these tech tip, how not to do thing videos rolling. Take care.